Hello, it's me, LHMusic, and guess what? I have a huge problem with this. Because you know why? Because Karl Rove is, I don't know, Karl Rove is right, whatever it is. So, who needs it anyway, so who cares? But Hillary Clinton and whatever happens, so, can't be civilized. you know, Benghazi, all that stuff, you know, all that stuff. Trust me. You might think it's just right. What difference does that make? Whatever. So I'll analyze this later on today because it really kills me about this one. So a huge disaster. Anyways, final closing time factor video company clock starts right now. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? Let's do it. Hit the theme music. Somebody's gotta say it. That's why LHMusic is inside your video set. That's why the real conservative lives here. This is the final closing time factor. Video count dogs. Time factor. Oh my good night, goodness. Welcome to
Glad you're here. There is some controversy.
Yeah, you might think I'm so sorry about this one, but needs it anyways. Here's your health, your worst nightmare. The left jabs. That's right. Hillary's comments. And you know what? Wonder why you're so smart about this one? Well, you know, and we don't like this at all. Jay Carney, such a stupid buffoon, says this, and I don't like that. So, let's talk about when has got to stop.
Trey wants to call, positive contributor. Sir, how are you?
Sir, how are you? Welcome back.
Fabulous. Thanks for having me. I'm sure really
I'm sure it bothers you. Bob criticizing you about it.
Why don't we
Talk about what you.
Being insulted by Jay Carney, does that make me an honorary member of the White House Correspondents Association? Yeah, it probably does.
Probably does, that's you.
True. I read your comments.
You know, I posted on my TimeFactor website, and I read your comments about this one. And it come up with the glasses that you reference. Nobody knows for sure what happened here.
What was it?
What was he say? What did he commit?
Yeah, well, look, here's the deal. This is a 30-day long episode. She returned from the Czech Republic on December 7th, 2012, with a terrible virus. And by Monday, they have postponed the trip to abroad. By Tuesday, they canceled the trip. She's last publicly seen in Belfast on the 7th. By Saturday, they say that sometime that week she has fallen and hit her head.
Wow.
And she will not be able to testify. She's going to have to, her doctors on the 20th of December, when the Benghazi hearings, her doctors have told her to stay at home. On the 30th of December,
Karl,
she
Rove
goes
has
to the
some
hospital for
explanation to do. Welcome to my final closing time factor video count. Your thoughts, Karl?
Now, they will not until the 31st to say what kind of blood clot it is. Her doctor will issue a 119-word statement, very short statement on Monday saying blood clot behind her right ear between the skull and the brain. And on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. in the evening, she's released. So she's in the hospital for 4 days. But it is from December 7th to January 7th before she shows back up at the State Department. So
Brain damages.
So I made 2 points in my remarks at a conference in California. I said, first of all, this was a serious health incident. And as she thinks about running for president, I said, I know people say she's running and she's made her decision, but I said, I think it's a more calculated, a more difficult calculation than that. And if you're going to turn 69 2 weeks before the 2016 election, and you've had this kind of a serious health incident, and if you get elected, you're going to serve, you might want to for 8 years, you're going to be 77 at the end of it. asking questions. In this instance, we've only heard from a press spokesman, and we've heard from the doctor in the form of a 119-word printed statement. And my point was that they'll have to be ready to deal with this in 2016. Now, do I think she had brain damage? No, I think she had a traumatic brain episode. She had a concussion and a blood clot. That's serious. But they say that she had been that she completely recovered. I understand that today President Clinton said that it took her 6 months. That's to be anticipated. This is a serious deal. But the less angst on this and all these insults and all these adjectives and verbs. I want to see if those people throw those same kind of adjective verbs at the New York Times and mainstream news organizations that will ask her if she becomes a presidential candidate and wins the Democratic nomination. The same thing that they've asked of Republican and Democratic candidates, including her husband, for the last 30 years.
I don't recall and honestly made public swear. Do you?
Well, he did. They got it.
I don't call.
He tried to
to this.
play it in 1996. He released his records in 2000, actually in 1992, I believe. But in 1996, they tried to only put out part of them. But finally, by October, they had put out everything, I think, and had conversations. But the New York Times excoriated him in an editorial saying that he'd been the least cooperative of presidential candidates. And look, if they're going to do that, fine. But let them say that now. Our health records are off limits. Nobody has a right to do it. But every other presidential candidate, since the 70s, I believe, has done this. Now, is this going to be the issue of the 2016 presidential campaign if she runs? No, it's going to be a minor thing. There are going to be bigger issues that are going to predominate in the campaign. But my point was that she's going to have to do it, and everybody else has to. I can remember those conversations in 2004, but that's just the way that it has to go, and the mainstream media will demand them, and they probably have a right to know more fully the health status of the American presidency, who we've had, a couple of them. We had a President Cleveland who had a cancer removed from the top of his jaw in secret. We had one president.
Let me ask you this, a question. And how they should 50, under 50, she wrote. It was convinced as everybody else. She was supposed to be issued in 2008. If she does, well, we keep your Republican options. Will you be the Democratic options besides those Malleus efforts?
Well, they've got a thin bench if she doesn't run. You've got Andrew Cuomo. You probably have, you've got Joe Biden, who's seriously interested in running. But I would suspect that if she decides not to run, that there will be a cavalcade of office holders. Some of them maybe even elected this year, who will suddenly throw their hats in the ring. But they don't have a very large bench, and it could be problematic for them if she doesn't.
All right, Karl. Good to see you. Thanks for being us. Surprising. It's a badge of honor. In fact, that part of your text here. That's all right.
You're giving him too much attention. The guy is the least consequential mouthpiece for the White House in 30 years.
That's true.
He gives the title of press secretary of bad news, so don't pay attention to him.
All right, I know. Welcome to the club. In the fires. It's a good place to be. That's a good job. Appreciate it, Karl. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Oh boy, Karl. He's right. I know. Trust me about that. How can I trust him? And I try to warn you because Hillary Clinton's just being insane. Well, I know. Hope she's get her head examined. Yeah, I hope so. Anyways, tomorrow on my final closing time factor video calculator thoughts, I'll be wrapping up with this Boko Haram crap, and so it's Donald Sterling and all that stuff. So just trust me about that. Don't forget they got this Friday for an all new final closing time factor Friday video calculator thoughts. After I deal with packing on whatever it is. And don't forget Time Factor radio show, and so is Time Factor television show with who, Glenn Beck, and so is the music of Black Keys and all that stuff. Could be another Time Factor weekend to remember. And don't forget May 22nd and May 23rd. Mark your calendars. Just remember that. Mark your darn calendars for my final closing Time Factor video calculator 5th anniversary season finale. With a huge bang, whatever it is. Could be Thursday, final closing time factor video calculator thoughts on May 22nd. So is my season finale of my final closing time factor Friday. Video conference thoughts on May 23rd. Just before, that's right, Memorial Day weekend. That's all I can say. It's gonna be, and we're gonna do this on dailymotion.com, and we're having a wonderful time. We're gonna do this. Trust me, I'll guarantee you that as well. Anyways, don't forget to Facebook and follow LHMusic at Facebook.com and Twitter.com. You know my username, LHMusic Time, and so is my TimeFactor website. That's right, my TimeFactor website. It's up and running for now at lhmusictime.weebly.com, and it's gonna be, yeah, I know, it's all good. But anyways, trust me about that. You better check my website, lhmusictime.weebly.com, and so is TimeFactor page on Facebook at facebook.com/lhmusictime2013. All right, I gotta go, and you gotta go too. So take care of yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow for an all new final closing Time Factor video conference thoughts from youtube.com/LHmusic1. So it's Time Factor website, lhmusictime.weebly.com. If I'm good, I gotta get up at 4 in the morning, whatever it is. All right. Anyways, I gotta go, and I'm signing off from LH Music. Go with God's blessings. Take care of yourself. See ya. Bye bye for now.